Tonight, investigators working to uncover new details in officer-involved shootings in both Colorado Springs and Pueblo that happened within hours of each other.
News 5's Patrick Nelson tracking both of the cases tonight. Patrick, investigators say none of the officers were hurt here.
And that's very fortunate because things could have ended much worse for the officers who found themselves in a dangerous situation both in Colorado Springs and in Pueblo in the last 24 hours. In both cases, officers say the suspects were carrying guns and were part of investigations tied to stolen vehicles. In the overnight hours of Sunday into Monday, Pueblo police officers responded to reports of a carjacking in a gas station parking lot near I-25 and Highway 50. When they tried to question a suspect in a black Escalade, he took off. But when the vehicle crashed into a curb, officers say he got out on foot.
That individual exited the vehicle with the AR-style rifle and attempted to carjack two vehicles.
The first vehicle drove away. The driver of the second vehicle was an off-duty sheriff's deputy driving home from work who engaged the suspect.
Several rounds were fired and the suspect is deceased on scene.
Both the off-duty deputy and Pueblo police officers fired shots in the deadly shooting. None of them were hurt. State agencies have now taken over the investigation. Just hours later in Colorado Springs, the State Patrol-led multi-agency battle task force dedicated to putting a stop to auto theft tracked a stolen vehicle to a west side neighborhood near Uinta and I-25. Investigators say when officers stopped the stolen vehicle, the suspect didn't comply and things escalated from there.
They made contact with the suspect. They made verbal commands to have the suspect exit the vehicle. He did not comply. He then exited the vehicle with his weapon and ran into a residential area.
Investigators say when officers tried to approach the suspect, he fired at least one shot. An officer from the Fountain Police Department, working with the task force, returned fire. The suspect was struck and is in serious condition. CSPD is now leading the investigation. And tonight we have more new information coming from the Colorado Springs Police Department. It has identified the off-duty officer involved in last week's deadly officer-involved shooting near Powers and Galley as Lucas Aragon. Investigators say that he was in the drive-thru of Carl's Jr. when a man threatened him with a weapon leading to the shooting. Officers in all three of these cases have been placed on routine administrative leave. Always watching out for you, Patrick Nelson, News 5.